Hello everyone. Yes, good afternoon, good evening from whichever part of the world you are joining us from. We just want to apologize for the break and transmission from the moment we went live. Thank you everyone for joining. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Yes, come on in. Let's do this live together. Yes, it's 27 May and it's Children's Day. So I want to say a shout out to all the children out there, wherever you are in the world. Remember, if you're a child, that you are special, you are amazing, you are everything good and beautiful. And it's our prayer that you will grow up to become the best of the best of the best in whatever you do and living your life. Yes, welcome to Deep Any Expression Show. This is a place where we learn how to find, to build, and to express positive self thought. What have you been thinking about yourself? I hope they're good things because thoughts are like seeds. Once planted, they will grow. And whatever you planted, when it grows, you are going to be the bearer of the fruit. So I hope and pray that you think only good things about yourself. If you just join us for the first time and meeting me for the first time, my name is Benita Samuel, one good person who's interested in what you think about yourself. I believe you're special, you're amazing, you're brave, you're kind, you're awesome, you are a masterpiece. That's why I come live to share with you whatever I know and from the stories of many around the world that can help you build a thought pattern that makes you a priority. So, welcome to the May episode of the D Benny Expression Show. All right, so with me in the house today is an amazing personality who will be talking together about how to live life, living life intentionally. I don't know how you've been living your life. I don't know how you live or how you feel about yourself. I don't know what you've been doing concerning your dreams, your visions, your goals in life. I don't know what you have been planning, but whatever they've been, I hope that you will learn from today to live intentionally because it's very, very important that you do not live your life to chance. So join me as I welcome this amazing personality in the house. She'll be joining me before we go ahead to, talk about the show more. All right, she's none other person. Yes, 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 yes. Let me see. Woo!
Am I on?
Welcome to the show, my lady. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Benita. Can you hear
Welcome to
me?
the show.
Can you hear me?
Yes, you're on.
Okay. Okay. We're a little bit delayed.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
yes, we are. I'm
thank you
really sorry
so much.
about that. I've made
It's
you spend
okay.
your time here, but we're
No,
gonna
it's
get in
okay.
right well. So before you take the stage,
What was that?
yeah, I just wanted to put it on so that others who are watching or will be joining us can actually see. So
Okay.
yes, so this amazing personality is a professional development coach and consultant and educator. So you're gonna learn a lot about her, a lot from what she does. And I was privileged to actually have a free call with her where she actually, helped me a lot on what I was thinking, have been thinking for a long, long time on how to go about creating my course. And she just shined a light on a path that I can take from here on. So it's indeed my pleasure to have her join us today. So she's a wife, homeschool mom, business owner, and a military veteran. Yes, she holds a bachelor's degree in exercise science, a master's degree in management, and several professional certifications. Wow, nice to meet you again. So she is the CEO of Central Consulting, a company dedicated to helping female entrepreneurs own their business through confidence, competence, and commitment. She enjoys being of service to others. Yes, I've benefited from her already. Traveling, reading, and spending time with family. Wow, 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 wow. That's amazing. Amazing. So many things we have to learn from you, my lady. Welcome once again to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for
Welcome,
having me.
welcome.
And thank you for that, the energy that you brought.
Welcome to the
And thank
show.
you for that glowing introduction. I'm just so happy to be here. So we are
All right, so
talking
everyone
today.
today, yes.
Yeah, we're super delayed. So go ahead.
All right. So no time to spend time. Just let's get into the topic of today. Today we're talking about intentional living, and like I've said, you don't have to live your life to chance. You have all the opportunities you have in the world to become, to do, and to have whatever you were called out to do. So I'm interested in you actually taking your own life in your own hands so that you can actually face your future squarely without any guilt in the future. So I hope that you're going to learn a lot from my speaker today because I'm certain she has a lot to share with us on the term living life intentionally. So, my lady, the floor is yours. Share with us what you came to share.
Thank you, Benita. So living intentionally, we really have to think about that word intentions. Okay, what what's in our heart? What do we desire to do? Living intentionally is a choice that you make to live completely, not just existing. I'm sure we all know people, we can see it in our everyday lives. People who are out there just existing. There's no rhyme or reason to their actions. There's no taking time to reflect. And dare I say, this is one of the reasons we see so many problems in society today, because there's no intention behind the actions. And I'd say it's not even living. So we have to understand that our success and our failure rests on the choices that we make now. It's essential. Living intentionally involves changing your life. It's not just, yeah, I'm planning on getting up at 6 a.m. That's on the superficial. That's not what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about how do your actions and the choices that you make
Oh,
affect yourself and others in the long term. If I go outside, get in my car, and run a red light, what are the possible results, the consequences? Was that intentional? Did I intend to get in the car and run that red light? Did I even think about it at all? Or was I just caught up in the moment going from point A to point B? I think that that's crucial. So that's why I say it's a lifestyle change. You have to sit with yourself and sit with, who are you? What do you want out of life? Do you understand that you are meant for more? That you were placed here with a specific purpose? You know, there's a reason that humans are set apart. There's a reason why the Creator made Adam so special. And we have to get back to that. We have to get to that understanding that our existence here on this earth is a contract. It's a contract between us and the Creator. Because if it wasn't, we would have been made like the animals, just going off of instinct. We were given a body in perfect design, in spite of what others want to say, but perfect design and the mind. Just think about how science tries to duplicate the human mind. That's where we get computers from. The whole, the whole design and construction of a computer is based on the human mind, and they can't tap into that. AI, what is that based on? Trying to mimic human action. But even all the billions of dollars that they pump into those programs, they still can't duplicate it. Why? Because human beings are special. The human mind is special. And that means we should what? use it. And there's more to it than that, though. We also have what that makes us different from animals is the gift that the Creator has given us to be intuitive. Okay, the soul. You know that feeling in your gut that you get that something is right or something is wrong. That's placed in you on purpose to guide you in your life to do what? Living intentionally. When you listen to that feeling in your gut, you're going to be guided to intentional action. But you have to recognize it because we're living in a day and age where that's suppressed. Okay. Everybody's super busy. We got to go here. We got to go there. We're inundated with information, but not knowledge. We're inundated with information. We're constantly entertained, subdued to pull us away from what? Our father, Adam. Okay? Because that was the prototype. So you have to understand humans have been set apart and have been given this status for a reason. And it's incumbent upon us to use it. So living intentionally is a part of that. It's about awareness of self in relation to the world around you. With all the chaos that we see going on, how do you fit in there? What can you do to make sure that you are impacting your circle of influence? Because we can't fix the whole world. And that's not even what we're here to do. We're here to fix what's immediately around us. And I'll be honest with you, it's easy to see what's going on 1,000 miles away and say, yeah, that's bad. Let me put $20 to this charity over here. But was that intentional? What were your intentions behind doing that? And I'm not calling on anybody out here. We're all guilty of that because, like I said, we're distracted by so many things. But when we have awareness of self, we can intend to say, you know what? I'm sorry to see those things going on over there, but I'm going to do something today to change my circle of influence so it ripples out. And that also comes back to that example I gave you about that red light, about our actions having consequences. So we have to do our part. And we weren't created to just take up space. I said that a few moments ago. It's a hefty responsibility that we were given and that we are given. And it's not just about fulfilling every whim and desire. When we get to the bottom of it, intentional living involves your awareness. Awareness of the world around you, awareness of who you are, and then the understanding. The understanding of what? Understanding of your purpose. Understanding why you were placed here. It didn't all just come together and you were just thrown there. Said, okay, figure it out. No. You're intelligent. You know better than that. So we have the awareness. We have the understanding. And then you have the accountability. Accountability to yourself, to your fellow man, and to the one that made you. And then finally, it's the action. So what kind of actions can you take? It can be a simple thing as, you know what, today, I'm going to make sure that my neighbor is okay. I'm going to call on them, see if they need anything. Okay, you know, I just saw some trash laying around on the road as I was walking by. I'm going to pick it up. This is how we make things better. Okay. And you might be saying, okay, well, that's great, but that's all outside stuff. That has nothing to do with me internally. Yes, it does. It does. Because if you are thinking daily, if you're making it a habit, how are my actions going to affect me and others? You've already improved yourself. Already. And everything will fall into place. It's not complicated. We have a tendency to make things complicated, but it's very simple. Just think about what you want, who you are, truly who you are. Because I've asked people this question before, and they'll say, "Well, I am Bob." No, you're not. You're not Bob. Bob is your name. Who are you really? And how is that connected to the world around you? And how can you do your part? Being of service is not just about giving to others and being available for them. It's also about you and fulfilling your role as a human being. And that can take on many forms. Not everyone has to be doing the same thing, but it's having that basic understanding, like I said, that awareness, that accountability, and the action. So that's all I have for now, Benita. If you wanted to chime in.
All right, thank you so much. You can still hear me, right?
Yes, I can hear you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really like the part you say you have to understand that our existence here on earth is a contract. We're
Yes,
all here.
yes,
There are so many people that don't even know how, no, they don't even think, okay, someday this contract is going to expire. So they don't know
tell them.
exactly what they're they don't know
Yeah,
exactly what to do. They just believe, okay, whenever I'm ready, I will start.
no,
There's never a scheduled time, a particular time that is written perfect. Yes, go, you're perfect this time. Go, it's working this time. Go, you're ready this time. No, that's why you have to be the one that pushes yourself to take the action. You have to be the
yes.
one that pushes yourself to stand out, to take up your own cross and run. That's why you have to choose the
Let me tell
time
you
to
this.
actually, yeah, you
Go,
have to
go
be the
ahead,
one to choose
continue.
it.
I want to say something.
Yeah, that's true. So I really like that part. I know once we get to understand that we don't have all the time in the world to wait, we actually know how to take this time right now, this moment, and make it work for our own good. We know exactly how to take this time right now, this moment, and make it work for us, make it bring the answers we want, make it bring the results we want. So I really appreciate you for sharing that particular part with us, because I think there are so many parts that you've said that other people are going to pick, but once you said that, it actually clicked. So I'm really happy. You wanted to say something? Please go ahead.
Yes, I did. I wanted to say a couple of things. Um, just think about, because you mentioned taking that step to stand out. Okay, I think, and I've noticed this with my clients too, they will come up with excuses. Okay, well, I need to make sure this is lined up. Well, let me get out my notebook. I'm going to make 20 pages of notes before I ever even move because I want it to be perfect. I want all my ducks to be lined up in a row. Wait a minute. If you have that understanding that your existence here on earth is a contract, you don't know when that contract is going to expire. Okay, the creator can call your number anytime. So while you're waiting, getting all your notes and everything stacked up, that clock is ticking. You're not getting any younger. Okay. You don't have that infinite knowledge to guarantee that you will be here in the next few minutes or next week. So your time is now. Your time is always now. And it's never going to be perfect. So you have to learn to move imperfectly, act imperfectly. There's no such thing as perfection unless it's coming from the creator. And we're not asked for perfection. We're asked for our best efforts, and that's why we are living intentionally. When you live intentionally, like I said, everything else is going to fall in place. So it's almost a shift in mindset. You know, if you are putting your best out there, that is your perfection. But I think we need to get away from using that word perfection because to me, I think it puts too much pressure on people. And like I said, they use that as an excuse not to move and do what they need to do. And something else I wanted to say in regards to specifically standing out is just think about this. You see, all of these celebrities and different people of import, if you will, that they have no problem standing up and saying, whatever it is that they think. But when it comes to us, we hide in the corner somewhere, right? And nobody wants to hear what I have to say. We may even have brilliant, great ideas, wonderful things to say, okay? And we are even probably more qualified than some people who get on a public platform and spout their opinion to millions. But we still hide it and say, oh, no, nobody wants to hear from me. I'm not cut out for that. And so that's another aspect of this as well. And that's why I said awareness of yourself in relation to the world around you and having that confidence in yourself. When you know your purpose, you can walk in and have confidence and say, no, um, this is what it is, and I'm going to say it. And you have a problem with it, then so be it. And all of that can be done respectfully and tactfully. But I just wanted to point that out that we allow other people to speak for us that don't know anything about us. And while we're just cowering away somewhere and not speaking out. So,
Yes, I had to mute my background.
it's okay.
Thank you so much. I love everything you've said. I love everything you've said. You have to learn to have that confidence in yourself. It had to get to some point in your life that you tell yourself it's either we're in or we're out. You have to take that decision. Either we're in or we're out. Either we're doing this or we're not doing it at all. And once you have taken that decision, that means you've already known who you are. You understand who you are. You understand your purpose and your calling. You know the result you're going to get from whatever you are putting out. That's why you're putting your all of what you have into it and going after it. When I started the Benny Expression Show, I had no idea exactly what I'm going to get to, but I know where I was going. I know I had someone in mind, someone like me out there who never believed there was anything good in his or herself, who believes that, okay, the world have enough people who are encouraging them, so there is no need going out there. But I heard word of God told me that you are a prophet. You are a prophet to the nation. Your word matters. You are important because everyone out there have their own message. And it's when your message comes together with their message, it's actually when the world becomes a better place that we're looking at. And I say, okay, I'm gonna go live, I'm gonna go on my data, I'm gonna come live, talk to people. And I've been doing that. But I know there are times that I wasn't so strong. What pushes me was my focus, my why, my purpose for stepping up and showing up. So it has to get to a point in your life that you have to be confident in your message and your story. When you're confident in whatever you have to put out there, you'll be able to say to yourself, either we're in or we're out. It's either it's working or it's not working. When you're intentional about your life or whatever you do, there is no guilt in the future. You will not be, oh, and I know I would have tried it. No, there'll be nothing like that. There will not be something like, oh, if I had known, I should have gone first. I should have even see how it's going to work. There's not going to be a thing like that. Now, as we're talking about intentional living, it has to do with you giving your all, understanding this existed, that there are going to be battles, there are going to be issues, there are going to be situation. And we were supposed to go live for this program some weeks back, but I lost a friend so dear that everything about me was just disorganized. I wanted to come live, but I knew that I was going to cry on screen. So I just, okay, let me just keep that. But this has always been on my mind. I had it, okay, that yes, I had these amazing personalities coming to talk to us about intentional living, watching from what she has been sharing on our platform. Lives need to be changed. People need to hear this. They need to hear her speak. They need to earn from our understanding, from our experience. And yes, we are live today. So whatever is going to be the challenge in life, whatever is going to push you back and front, when once you are living intentionally, once you know exactly where you're going, you know where to bounce back. You know how to come up back. You know how to, when once you hit the wall, you know where exactly you're going to land. So you have to take the chance for yourself. life. You have to
Yeah.
take the decision, make the decisions, because when you want to live intentionally, those things distracting you are going to break you. They're going to try to stop you. They're going to try to hinder you. They're going to try to make you remember the past that have been hurting. They're going to try to make you see that someone else has failed. They're going to try to make you think that it's not going to work out because you've tried for several times and it's not working. But when you are the one making decisions for yourself, when you are the one who tells yourself, I am not giving up until I get to the end of the story. I am not stopping until I have achieved what I want. When all those things come, they're going to bounce back. They're going to just hit in the world of your decision, which you have made through intentions. You're going to hit on that and the reverse. And then you will see again the reason to show up life. That's why we're alive today. So whatever is going to happen, make sure you make the decisions for yourself. And whatever you choose to do, make sure you put yourself first. Make sure you put yourself first. My lady, yes, let's still hear from you. Can you share some of maybe a life story of yours or something from your journey? Because I know it started sometimes back till now. So something from your journey that has kept you focused on where you are, because we need to know more so we can learn. Share with us, please.
You know, when you were speaking, I was actually recalling in my mind different things that have happened. And so it's interesting that you asked me that question. Um, you know, my life has been interesting. It really has. I've been told I need to write a book, and maybe one day I will. But this in particular, I'm an only child. And sorry, just bear with me for a minute. So back in 2017, I was very close to my father, by the way. I got a phone call, 6 a.m., that he had passed. And so that was totally unexpected for me. That's why I said, you don't know when that contract's going to expire. So, you know, and as I'm sure you can imagine, the shock, the denial, the anger, everything came up. And all the while, my mother, she was sick in the hospital. So it wasn't even less than 24 hours that she passed as well. So that was a huge, huge blow. And when your parents pass, that's something that no one can prepare you for. And that is a void that can never be filled. So I went through a period where that was the darkest time of my life. I felt alone. And there were days I didn't even want to get out of bed. There were days I would go to my car, drive to work, just hoping that somebody would wreck the car and just end it all for me. And it wasn't until that I had to sit with myself and realize that this was not sustainable. Being in that darkness was not sustainable. That grief, yes, it's a process, but I wasn't going through that process. I was stuck. So I had a choice to make. I had a family, children. What was I going to do? Stay in that for the rest of my days? You know, praying to the Creator that I'd be allowed to check out early? No. So I clung to my belief system, which tells me to live intentionally, which tells me to have patience, which tells me that even in those difficult times, even when it looks like it's black, there's nothing positive to come out of this, that there's always something on the other side. With hardship, there is ease. The Creator will always give us ease. And even in those difficult times when It's like there's no way out of this. There's nothing good out of this whatsoever. We have to remember that he has knowledge that we don't have. Our understanding is very, very limited. And we have to trust that whatever he's putting us through, that we will get through. But we have to do our part as well. We can't sit back and say, okay, I'm waiting. When's the sky going to open up? When are the angels going to come down a cloud and fix this situation for me? No. We have to do our part. We have to get intentional. So, what did I do? Like I said, I clung to my faith, my belief system. And then I said, you know what? I'm not going to be ashamed of where I'm at right now. I'm going to go talk to somebody. I'm going to go talk to a neutral party. So I took some counseling, and I'm not afraid to admit that. I took some counseling because I think it's very important sometimes that we talk to someone who is neutral, someone who doesn't know us, someone who doesn't have the skin in the game, if you will, just to get things off of our chest, just to talk, just to air it all out. Because sometimes when we're talking to friends and family, which is great, um, their insight is naturally going to be biased. So that's what I did. And I allowed myself the room to go through that and realizing that you have to keep going. You have to. There is no other option. Like you said earlier, you go all in and you don't look back. So getting myself out of that black hole was me going all in, was me getting intentional, getting back to the basics and not wallowing in any self pity. Yes, I was lonely, but I wasn't alone. And I think that's something very important that we also miss when we're experiencing a trial or just even something like starting your business, getting your business off the ground. Entrepreneurship is a lonely road. But we have to remember there are over 9 billion people in this world. So we are never alone. We are lonely, sure, but we're never alone. And to add to that, we have the best partner that you could ever have, and that is the Creator. So, yeah, that's just one story that I think applies to this. There are others, but we'll say that for another day or the book.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much. Yes, you see those strength in that moment of weakness, those strength in that moment of loneliness. Sometimes no one can understand the story. It's only you who have been there, who've gone through it, have felt the pain, that understand the story and can tell it right. Now you were sharing it with us. We were not there. We didn't know how you felt, but now you are sharing your strength with us. That's to tell everyone out there, no matter what you've been through, this is like turning your mess into a message. Because whatever has happened to
Ooh,
you now is no longer yours, it's for the world. It's no longer yours, it's for the world. Now I'm strengthened by your story.
yes,
And someone out there who watched the replay is going to be strengthened by the story. So it is left for you to tell yourself if you want to wallow in self pity, if you want to wallow in self, if you want to just keep listening to the negative thoughts, the negative words, the negative assumptions, the negative beliefs of people, or you're going out for the kind of life you desire. It might not start immediately, but one idea, one thought that yes, I can come out of this pain a better person. Yes, I can tell my story in a way that I'm the way I am right now. That is what draws you to being intentional about your life. So wherever you are in the world and you're watching us right now, or will watch the replay of this broadcast, I want you to understand that you have the powers in your hand to put yourself where you want to see yourself. Because our creator, who will never leave us alone, who will never leave us alone, who has never left us, who has never left us who will never leave us, is always with you, and He is giving us the power. He has given us the power to do the things that will make us what He called us to be, to become more than what we see ourselves right now. I know, and I call myself a voice on a mission. Now, I said I'm not just a voice on a mission. I am a positive voice that erases the negative voice on people's heads that tells them you are less than enough. Because my Creator has told me that I am more than enough, because He made me the apple of His eyes. He chose me. He made me the best of all the things that He has created me to be. He called me next to Himself, and He told me that you can be, you can become, you can do, you can have whatever you desire. So it doesn't matter what I've been through. I have told myself 1,000 times that I, as a voice on a mission, I am going to speak to generations to come. I am going to be a voice that someone that listens to me remembers when situation tries to stop me. I know that there are going to be hurdles, but I am ready to jump past it. I know there are going to be situation trying to stop me, but I'm willing to go through it. I know there are going to be people who may not believe in me at first, but I believe in myself. And everyone I bring to share their story and their journey on this platform is because I've seen, I'm heard from what they share with the world, even if it's just from a text, even if it's just from a picture, what they've been through and how strong they are, and are coming out to help and empower someone out there. So it's now your turn to choose. It's now your turn to choose. It's now your turn to make the decision. It's now your turn to decide today if you are going to take your life in your own hands or you're going to leave your life to chance. If you're going to go after that dream, that vision, giving all that you have, or you're just going to take the let the world tells you what to do, not you telling the world, oh, I am here, I have a message. So it's your turn now. My own belief is that you can become, you can do, you can have whatever you will create in your own life. So it's now your turn to choose. It's now your turn to make the decision. So you watching me, you're just encouraging me to know that yes, you are ready for this decision. So go ahead, start today. Find out what are intention, what are my vision, what are my
Absolutely.
plans for my life from days from here. What result do I want? What result do I want? What kind of goals am I setting? And the result I know that I
Yeah.
want. Just like our speaker said, I'm asking you first. I always tell people on my show that I started to come live when I realized that I could start thinking good things about myself. You know, those kind of thought. Hey, Benita, you're not good enough. What are you trying to do? What's going on? Just back off. Back off. And I heard, excuse me, inside themselves, look into their heart and see how beautiful, how powerful, how strong, how courageous, how brave they are, and tell them, because if you don't tell them to think that we're about themselves, they can never, or they might never do that. So I tell myself, hey, get up from here. Go after this. It's a message that the world needs to hear. I made the decision. I am so happy. I am so happy that whenever I come live, I know that one person is going to be impacted by the next person and the next person. And the good thing that God did is told me that your message might not be enough for everyone. Because you don't know what they've been through. How about bringing people around the world that have messages they can turn lives around? And I'm so happy today that this amazing personality came to share with us. So I would just say thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much, my lady. It was awesome knowing you
This
in the
was
first
great.
place. Awesome talking to you, awesome connecting with you, awesome having you as a coach around. I can ask questions. Awesome having you share from your journey and your story with my tribe. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you. Please share with us whatever you have to share, whatever final word you have to share, or whatever are some benefits of intentional living that you have to share with us before we wrap up the story.
I mean, I would just take it back to basics. Get clear on who you are and what you want, and don't look back. And make this
Mm,
a lifestyle, intentional living, lifestyle. All of your actions.
mm.
Think about it. You know, um, a lot of us
Awesome.
pick up unhealthy habits because we're not living intentionally. So today, right now, as I'm speaking, this is your time to move forward. Be it with a business idea you have, be it traveling, losing weight, getting married, whatever it is. Let this moment be the moment that you say, no more of just existing. I'm going to live how the Creator has intended me to live
Mm,
because that's what He wants for me. This is why humans are on top of the food chain. This is why humans were given dominion over the earth, not to run into the ground, but to take care of it. And that includes being a productive member of society and living to your full potential. So start today. And I am a business coach and I love helping women get organized in their businesses and get confident and get clear. So if any of you are interested in that, please feel free to reach out to me directly. I offer consultations, coaching sessions, and coaching programs. And I would love to speak with any woman who is ready to live intentionally in her life and her business. So thank you, Beneatha, for this opportunity. I really enjoyed talking with you today, and I hope it's not the last time.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate everyone. Thank you so much for joining us on today's broadcast. Remember, this is the Benny Expression Show, the place where we learn how to find, to build, and to express positive self thought. Yes, when you're thinking about yourself, remember to think good things because you deserve those good things in life. You were created for them, and you can create them, you can do them, you can have them, you can be great. You are great from the beginning, and nothing can stop you except you stop yourself. And a very big thank you to our speaker today for coming. Thank you so much for agreeing to share with us on today's episode of the show. First, I must say thank you for not turning us down after we skipped the last show we're supposed to have together. Thank you so much. God bless you. I appreciate you so much. And everyone, remember the last thing she shared with us. Be clear on who you are and what you want. If you want to leave the show today, remember this. Remember that you are living on earth on contract. No matter what you have, no matter who you serve, a time will come that you will vacate the seat for someone else. It's time to take hold of your life and what you have. Don't leave it to chance because chance might not remember you, and you might not remember chance. So remember that this is your time. This is your moment. The full name goes on and comes to remember that this is your time. This is your moment. The moment that you say to yourself, no more just existing, according to our speaker. So this is your time. This is your moment. No more just existing. Exist because you have a focus. You exist because there's a plan, there's a goal, there is something you must achieve. So go ahead and look at the best version of yourself. Choose whatever make you the best. Choose whatever speak your language. Choose whatever tells the world who you are, shares your message with the world. Choose to be the victor that you are and never a victim. Choose you over people's opinion. Choose you over people's decision. Choose you over people's plan. Choose you over people's assumption because you are the best version created by God, chosen by the Master Himself as His masterpiece. So, once again, I would say thank you. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Lady Sultan. Thank you so much for coming. God bless you.
Thank you
And
for
if you
having me.
want to connect with her, you can actually look at her name. Yes, please do us a favor, drop on the comment box a link to any of your program or your page, so that anyone that wants to connect with you can actually do that. You can drop on the comment box, please. Very important, because I know you are a voice and I would want others to benefit from what you're offering the world already. Thank you so much for coming. We're indeed blessed to have you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, everyone. So that was awesome having everyone join us on today's episode of the show. I'm saying a very big thank you to you out there who has always shown up to make the show a success. And those who have been watching the replay, thank you for always standing by us. Thank you for always showing up. Thank you for always commenting and liking. Now we're going to share the audio so if you don't like watching video, you can actually listen to it while you are driving or while you are about to sleep. Because what was shared today is amazing that you must not miss. Okay. So thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much to our speaker. And thank you everyone for coming. Do join us next time when we come live to share on other things that will help you build a thought pattern that makes you a priority. Remember that you are a voice. Remember that you have a message that the world needs. Remember that you are important. Remember that you're special. Remember that everything that you need to be to do to have is within you. So look within you, find what you love about yourself, build on that, and remember to express that positive thing about yourself. For now, I would say thank you for joining us today. Thank you for coming, everyone, and God bless you. So it's a wrap today. I will see you again when we come live, and it's bye.